Hello again. In this video we're going to show you how to configure and review a summary of your system settings. In the left side menu we're going to click on the System tab. Next we're going to click Reporting. Once that loads we'll see several graphs. These graphs give a real-time look at how your system is currently operating in terms of CPU usage, disk activity, memory, and network traffic. The data recorded here is saved, allowing you to view and monitor usage trends over periods of time up to a year. This is an excellent resource for catching usage spikes or monitoring how well suited your server is for its current load. Okay, next let's take a look at the Settings tab. In the Settings menu we'll see 7 tabs, and I'm going to go through them one at a time. In the General tab, we can select if we're going to use HTTP or Secure HTTP. You can also select the language the UI will display. Not every language is fully supported right now, but you can check poodle.freenas.org both to check current support for your language or to assist with localization. This is also the place to change your server's time zone. And finally, you can input the IP address of up to 3 NTP or Network Time Protocol servers.
Now we're going to move on to the Advanced tab. Here you can configure miscellaneous services and settings. One worth noting is the Show Console Messages option. You have to reload the page before it will display. This gives you a live trace of var log messages in the footer and can be a very handy option.
The rest of these are pretty self-explanatory, so we're going to move on to the Email tab. In this section we can configure all of our email settings for our server. If you set up your FreeNAS system to use HTTPS for browser connections, then you should configure your SSL certificate information in the SSL tab right next to Email. In the SSL tab, all of the fields are optional except for the last one. The last field is where your SSL certificate goes. Okay, next we're going to move on to the Firmware Update tab. Here you can select where you want your temporary firmware file to be saved. If you select it and hit OK, you'll get an option to browse for your new image and to input the SHA-256 sum, which will verify the integrity of your image. In the next tab over, the Apply Service Pack tab, you can apply a service pack and it works exactly the same way as the Firmware Update tab. The last tab, Config, is where we can restore our system to factory defaults, save our new configuration, or upload an existing configuration. This is a good thing to keep in mind if you end up with a non-functioning system, and it's a good idea to make backups of your working configurations at your discretion just in case. Okay, now that we've gone through system settings, let's take a quick look at the System Information tab. This tab is simple. It will display general information about your FreeNAS system. This is very basic stuff, but if, for example, you need to know what version of FreeNAS you're running, or check how much memory you have installed, this is the fastest way to check out that information. Okay, that's it. We've now explored the System menu on your FreeNAS system. Thank you for watching.